Throughout the night the constellations have given light from various stations. When midnight gloom falls on all nations, we will resume our occupations. Our light, it's true, is not worth mention. What can we do to gain attention? When, night and noon, with vulgar glaring, a great big moon is always flaring. Throughout the night the constellations have given light from various stations. When midnight gloom falls on all nations, we will resume our occupations.
How cold the nights are! I don't know how it is, but I seem to feel the night air a great deal more than I used to. But it is time for the sun to be rising. Apollo! Apollo! I've come off duty. It's time for you to be getting up. I shan't go out today. I was out yesterday and the day before, and I want a little rest. I don't know how it is, but I seem to feel my work a great deal more than I used to. I'm sure these short days can't hurt you. Why, you don't rise till 6, and you're in bed again by 5. You should have a turn at my work, and just see how you like that. Out all night. My dear sister, I don't envy you, though I remember when I did. But that was when I was a younger son. I don't think I'm quite well. Perhaps a little change of air will do me good. I've a great mind to show myself in London this winter. They'll be very glad to see me. No, I shan't go out today. I shall send them this fine, thick, wholesome fog. They won't miss me. It's the best substitute for a blazing sun, and, like most substitutes, nothing at all like the real thing. Be off with you.
Home at last. Nice time I've had of it.
You young scamp, you've been down all night again. This is the 3rd time you've been out this week.
Well, you're a nice one to blow me up for that.
I can't help being out all night.
And I can't help being down all night. The nature of Mercury requires that he should go down when the sun sets and rise again when the sun rises.
And what have you been doing?
Stealing on commission. There's a set of false teeth and a box of live pills. That's for Jupiter. The invisible peruke and a bottle of hair dye. That's for Apollo. A respirator and a pair of galoshes. That's for Cupid. A full-bottom chignon, some auricomous fluid, a box of pearl powder, a pot of rouge, a hare's foot. And that's for Venus.
Stealing! You ought to be ashamed of yourself.
Oh? As god of thieves, I must do something to justify my position.
Your position?
Oh, I know it's nothing to boast of, even on Earth. Up here, it's simply contemptible. Now that you gods are too old for your work, you've made me the miserable drudge of Olympus. Groom, valet, postman, butler, commissionaire, maid of all work, parish beadle, and original dustman.
Your Christmas boxes ought to be considerable.
They ought to be, but they're not. I'm treated abominably. I make everybody and I'm nobody. I go everywhere and I'm nowhere. I do everything and I'm nothing. I've made thunder for Jupiter, odes for Apollo, battles for Mars, and love for Venus. I've married couples for Hymen, and 6 weeks afterwards I've divorced them for Cupid. And in return I get all the kicks while they pocket the halfpenny. And in compensation for robbing me of the halfpenny in question, what have they done for me?
Why, they've made you the god of thieves.
Very self-denying of them. There isn't one of them who has a better claim to the distinction than I have. Oh, I'm the celestial drudge. From morning to night I must stop at it. On errands all day I must trudge, and I stick to my work till I drop at it. In summer I get up at 1. As a good-natured donkey I'm ranked for it. Then I go and I light up the sun, and Phoebus Apollo gets thanked for it. Well, well, it's the way of the world, and will be through all its futurity. Though noodles are barren and earled, there's nothing for clever obscurity. Well,
it's the way of the world, and will be through all its futurity. Though noodles are barren and earled, there's nothing for clever obscurity.
I'm the slave of the gods, neck and heels, and I'm bound to obey, though I rate at 'em. And I not only order their meals, but I cook 'em and serve 'em and wait at 'em. Then I make all their nectar, I do, which a terrible liquor to Bacchus. And whenever I mix them a brew, why, all the Thanksgivings are Bacchus's. Well, it's the way of the world, and will be through all its futurity. Though noodles are barren and earled, there's nothing for clever obscurity. Well, it's the way of the world, will be through all its futurity. Though noodles are barren and earled, there's nothing for clever obscurity. Then reading and writing I teach, and spelling books many I've edited. And for bringing those arts within reach, that donkey Minerva gets credited. Then I scrape at the stars with a knife, and plate powder the moon on the days for it. And I hear all the world and his wife awarding Diana the praise for it. Well, it's the way of the world, and will be through all its futurity. Though noodles are barren and earled, there's nothing for clever obscurity. Well, it's the way of the world, and will be through all its futurity. Though noodles are barren and earled, there's nothing for clever obscurity.
What's this? Jupiter, by Jove! Good day, Diana. Apollo. Well. What's the matter? What's the matter?
Why, that young scamp Mercury says that we do nothing and leave all the duties of Olympus to him. Will you believe it? He actually says that our influence on Earth is dropping down to nil.
Well, don't be hard on the lad. To tell you the truth, I'm not so sure that he's very far wrong. Don't let it go any further, but between ourselves, the sacrifices and votive offerings have fallen off terribly of late. Why, I can remember the time when people offered us human sacrifices. No mistake about it. Human sacrifices. Think of that.
Ah, those good old days.
Then it fell off to oxen, pigs, and sheep. Well, there are worse things than oxen, pigs, and sheep. So I found to my cost. My dear sir, between ourselves, it's dropped off from one thing to another until it has positively dwindled down to preserved Australian beef. What do you think of that? I don't like it at all. You won't mention it. It might go further.
It couldn't fare worse.
In short, Matters have come to such a crisis that there's no mistake about it. Something must be done to restore our influence. The only question is, what?
Oh, incident unprecedented! I hardly can believe it's true!
Why, bless the boy, he's quite demented. Why, what's the matter, sir, with you?
Speak quickly, or you'll get a warning.
Why, mortals up the mount are swarming, our temple on Olympus storming, in hundreds, aye, in thousands too.
Goodness gracious, how audacious! Why come here? Are repeating their proceeding word reading, that is clear. Jupiter, hear my plea. Upon the mount if they light, there'll be an end of me. I won't be seen by daylight.
Tartarus is the place these scoundrels you should send to. Should they behold my face, my influence there's an end to. What fools to give themselves so much exertion!
A government survey, I'll make assertion.
Perhaps the Alpine Club at their diversion.
They seem to be more like a cook's excursion.
Goodness gracious, how audacious!
Earthly spacious, why come here? Are repeating their proceeding word reading, that is clear.
If, mighty Jove, you value your existence, send them a thunderbolt with your regards. My thunderbolts, though valid at a distance, are not effective at 100 yards.
Let the moon's rays, Diana, strike 'em flighty. Make 'em all lunatics in various styles.
My lunar rays, unhappily, are mighty, only at many 100,000 miles.
Goodness gracious, how audacious! Earthly spacious, why come here? Are repeating their proceeding word reading, that is clear. Here we are at last, on the very summit, and we've left the others ever so far behind. Why, what's this?
A ruined palace. A palace on top of a mountain. I wonder who lives here. Some mighty king, I dare say, with wealth beyond all counting, who came to live up here
to avoid his creditors. It's a lovely situation for a country house, though it's very much out of repair.
Very inconvenient situation.
Inconvenient?
Yes. How are you going to get butter, milk and eggs up here? No pigs, no poultry, no postman. Why, I should go mad.
What a dear little practical mind it is. What a wife you will make.
Don't be too sure. We're only partly married. The marriage ceremony lasts all day.
I've no doubt at all about it. We shall be as happy as a king and queen, though we are only a strolling actor and actress.
It's very kind of Thespis to celebrate our marriage day by giving the company a picnic on this lovely mountain.
And still more kind to allow us to get so much ahead of all the others. Discreet Thespis.
There now, get away, do. Remember the marriage ceremony is not yet completed.
But it would be ungrateful to Thespis's discretion not to take advantage of it by improving the opportunity.
Certainly not. Get away.
On second thoughts, the opportunity's so good, it don't admit of improvement. There.
How dare you kiss me before we are quite married?
Attribute it to the intoxicating influence of the mountain air.
Then we had better go down again. It is not right to expose ourselves to influence over which we have no control.
Here, far away from all the world, dissension and derision, with nature's wonders all unfurled to our delighted vision, with no one here, at least in sight, to interfere with our delight, and two fond lovers sever. Oh, do not free thine hand from mine. I swear to thee my love is thine, forever and forever.
On mountain the air is keen and most exhilarating, and we say things we do not mean in moments less elating. So please to wait for thoughts that crop on tete-a-tete on mountain top may not exactly tally with those that you may entertain returning to the sober plain of yon relaxing valley.
Very well. If you won't have anything to say to me, I know who will.
Who will?
Daphne will.
Daphne would flirt with anybody.
Anybody would flirt with Daphne. She is quite as good looking as you, and has twice as much back hair.
She has twice as much money, which may account for it.
At all events, she has appreciation. She likes good looks.
We all like what we haven't got.
She keeps her eyes open.
Yes, one of them.
Which one?
The one she doesn't wink with.
Well, I was engaged to her for 6 months, and if she still makes eyes at me, you must attribute it to force of habit. Besides, remember, we are only half married at present.
I suppose that means you are going to treat me as shamefully as you treated her. Very well. Break it off if you like. I shall not offer any objection. Thespis used to be very attentive to me, and I'd just as soon be a manager's wife as a fifth-rate actor's.
Climbing over rocky mountains, skipping rivulet and fountain, passing where the willows quiver, passing where the willows quiver, passing where the willows quiver, by the ever-rolling river, stolen with the summer rain, the summer rain. Threading long and leafy mazes, dotted with unnumbered daisies, dotted with unnumbered daisies. Scaling rough and rugged passes, I'm the hardy lads and lasses, hill on mountain top again. Scaling rough and rugged passes, I'm the hardy lads and lasses, hill on mountain top again.
Fill the cup and tread the measure, make the most of fleeting leisure, hail it as a true ally, though it perish by and by.
Hail it as a true ally, though it perish by and by.
Every moment brings a treasure of its own especial pleasure, though the moments quickly die. Greet them gaily as they fly, greet them gaily as they fly.
Though the moments quickly die, greet them gaily as they fly.
Away from grief and care, high up in the mountain air, let us leave and reign alone in a world that's all around. Here enthroned in the sky, far away from mortal eye, will be gods and make decrees, theirs may honor them who please.
We'll be gods and make decrees, those may honor them who please. Fill the cups and tread the measure, make the
Now, my people, bless you. Let the revels commence. After all, for thorough, unconstrained, unconventional enjoyment, give me a picnic. Give him a picnic, somebody. Be quiet, preposterous. Don't interrupt. Shut up again. But no matter. The best of a picnic is that everybody contributes what he pleases, and nobody knows what anybody else has brought till the last moment. Now, unpack everybody, and let's see what there is for everybody.
I have brought you a bottle of soda water for the carrot cup. I have brought you a lettuce for the lobster salad, a piece of ice for the carrot cup, a bottle of vinegar for the lobster salad,
A bunch of porridge for the claret cup, a hard-boiled egg for the lobster salad, 1 lump of sugar for the claret cup. He has brought 1 lump of sugar for the claret cup. Well, preposterous. What have you brought? I have brought 2 lumps of the very best salt for the lobster salad. Oh, is that all? All. He asks if that is all. But I say, this is capital so far as it goes. Nothing could be better, but it doesn't go far enough. The claret, for instance. I don't insist on claret, nor a lobster. I don't insist on lobster, but a lobster salad without a lobster, why, it isn't lobster salad. Here, Tipsy-on. My master. Get up, don't be a fool. Where's the claret? We arranged last week that you were to see to that. True, dear master, but then I was a drunkard. You were? You engaged me to play convivial parts on the strength of my personal appearance. I did. You then found out that my habit interfered with my duties as a low comedian. True. You said yesterday that unless I took the pledge, you would dismiss me from your company. Quite so. Good. I have taken it. It is all I have taken since yesterday. My preserver. Yes, but where's the wine? I left it behind, that I might not be tempted to violate my pledge. Oh, minion! Now, preposterous, what is the matter with you? It is enough that I am downtrodden in my profession. I will not submit to imposition out of it. It is enough that, as your heavy villain, I get the worst of it every night in a combat of 6. I will not submit to insult in the daytime. I have come out to enjoy myself. But look here, you know, virtue only triumphs at night from 7 to 10. Vice gets the best of it during the other 21 hours. Won't that satisfy you? Ye are odious to my sight. Get out of it. What have I done? Now, what is it, preposterous? What is it? I hate him and would have his life. That's it. He hates you and would have your life. Now go and be merry. Yes, but why does he hate me? Oh, exactly. Why do you hate him? Because he is a minion. He hates you because you are a minion. It explains itself. Now, go and enjoy yourselves. Ha ha ha! It is well for those who can laugh. Let them do so. There is no extra charge. The light-hearted cup and the convivial jest for the... but for me, what is there for me? There is some claret cup and some lobster salad. Thank you. What is there for me but anxiety? Ceaseless, gnawing anxiety that tears at my very vitals and rends my peace of mind asunder. There is nothing whatever for me but anxiety of the nature I have just described. The charge of these thoughtless revellers is my unhappy lot. It is not a small charge, and it is rightly termed a lot, because there are many. Oh, why did the gods make me a manager? Why did the gods make him a manager?
Why did the gods make him a manager? Why did the gods make him a manager?
Why did the gods make him a manager?
No. What are you talking about? What do you mean?
I've got it! Don't tell us.
It's a conundrum. It's a misanthropical question. Why cannot I join you?
Sure, I don't know. We do not want you. Don't distress yourself on our account. We are getting on very comfortably, aren't we, Sparkian? We are so happy that we don't miss the lobster or the claret. What a lobster and claret compared with the society of those we love.
You are quite welcome to my share of everything. I intend to console myself with the society of my manager.
Oh, here, I say, this won't do, you know. I can't allow it, at least before my company. Besides, you are half married to Sparkian. Sparkian, here's your half-wife impairing my influence before my company. Don't you know the story of the gentleman who undermined his influence by associating with his inferiors?
Yes, we know it.
I do not know it. It is ever thus, doomed to disappointment from my earliest years. There, that's enough. Preposterous, you shall hear it. I once knew a chap who discharged a function on the north, south, east, west, Middlesex junction. He was conspicuous succeeding for his affable ways and his easy breeding. Although a chairman of directors, he was handing glove with the ticket inspector. He tipped the guards with brand new fivers and sang little songs to the engine drivers. 'Twas told to him with great compunction by one who had discharged with unction, a chairman of directors' function on the north, south, east, west, Middlesex junction. Oh, diddle lol, lol, lay. Each Christmas day he gave each stoker a silver shovel and a golden poker. He's buttonhole flowers for the ticket sorters and rich Bath buns for the outside porters. He'd mount his clerks on his first-class hunters, and he built little villas for the roadside shunters. And if any were fond of pigeon shooting, he'd ask them down to his place of tooting. 'Twas told to him with great compunction by one who had discharged with unction, a chairman of directors' function on the north, south, east, west, Middlesex junction. Oh, diddle lol, lay. In course of time there spread a rumour that he did all this from a sense of humour, so instead of signalling and stoking, they gave themselves up to a course of joking. Whenever they knew that he was riding, they shunted his train on a lonely siding.
or stopped all night in the middle of a tunnel on the plea that the boiler was a-coming through the funnel.
'Twas told to him with great compassion by one who had discharged with function and chairman of directors' function on the north, south, east, west, Middlesex junction. Diddle, lol, diddle, lol, lol, lay.
If he wished to go to Perth or Stirling, his train through several counties whirling would set him down in a fit of larking at 4 a.m. in the wilds of Barking. This pleased his whim, and he seemed to strike it, but the general public did not like it. The receipts fell after a few repeatings, and he got it hot at the annual meetings.
'Twas told to him with great compunction by one who had discharged with function and chairman of directors' function on the north, south, east, west, Middlesex junction. Diddle, lol, diddle, lol, lol, lay.
He followed out his whim with vigour. The shares went down to a nominal figure. These are the sad results proceeding from his affable ways and easy breathing. The line, with its rails and guards and peelers, was sold for a song to marine store dealers. The shareholders are all in the workhouse, and he sells pipe lights in the Regent's Circus.
'Twas told to him with great compassion by one who had discharged with function and chairman of directors' function on the north, south, east, west, Middlesex junction. Diddle, lol, diddle, lol, lol, lay.
It's very hard. As a man, I am naturally of an easy disposition. As a manager, I am compelled to hold myself aloof, that my influence may not be deteriorated. As a man, I am inclined to fraternise with the pauper. As a manager, I am compelled to walk about like this. Don't know ya! Don't know ya! Don't know ya!
Ah! Presumptuous mortal! Presumptuous mortal! Presumptuous mortal!
Don't know ya! Don't know ya!
Presumptuous mortal! Presumptuous mortal! Presumptuous mortal!
I do not know you! I do not know you!
Presumptuous mortal! Presumptuous mortal! Presumptuous mortal!
Remove this person! Stop! You evidently don't know me. Allow me to offer you my card. Ah, yes. It's very pretty, but we don't want any at present. When we do our Christmas piece, I'll let you know. Look here, this is a private party, and we haven't the pleasure of your acquaintance. There are a good many other mountains about, if you really must have a mountain all to yourself. Don't make me let myself down before my company. Don't know ya! Don't know ya! I am Jupiter, the king of the gods. This is Apollo. This is Mars. Oh. Then, as I'm a respectable man and rather particular about the company I keep, I think I'll go. What do you mean by that? Why, the scandalous behaviour of some of the gods is perfectly common knowledge, and if you think we don't know about those shocking affairs with Dana, Leda, and Europa, you're mistaken. Goodbye. No. Stop a bit. We want to consult you on a matter of great importance. I can give you 5 minutes. No matter. It will suffice.
I have been invited to confer with a brother manager. As our discussion is not for the ears of the hoi polloi, I should be very much obliged if you would withdraw to a respectable distance. Allow me. There. Now we are alone. Who are you? I am Thespis of the Thessalian Theatres, the very man we want. Now, as a judge of what the public likes, are you impressed with my appearance as the father of the gods? Well, to be candid with you, I am not. In fact, I'm disappointed. Disappointed? Yes. You see, you're so much out of repair. No, you don't come up to my idea of the part. Bless you, I've played you often. You have? To be sure I have. And how have you dressed the part? Fine, commanding party in the prime of life. Thunderbolt, full beard, dignified manner. A good deal of this sort of thing. Don't know ya, don't know ya, don't know ya. I am very much obliged to you. It's very good of you. I used to be like that. I can't tell you how much I feel it. And do you find I'm an impressive character to play? Well, no. I can't say that you are. In fact, we don't use you much out of burlesque. Burlesque? Yes. It's a painful subject. Drop it, drop it. The fact is, you are not the gods you were. You're behind your age. Well, but what are we to do? We feel that we ought to do something, but we don't know what. Nothing could be clearer. If you really wish to know at first hand the public opinion of the gods, accept a starring engagement with my company and tour the Thessalian provinces. You'll soon find out what the public thinks. I can see it now. The gods, every evening. What a heading for a 6-sheet poster. Limelight effects by the original moon. Apollo to sing between the acts. The original Venus in a burlesque. I'm sure it's a very good idea, but you see, we're all a little past it, don't you think?
I am not past it. I would love to appear in a burlesque.
I'm afraid I haven't had the pleasure. Introduce us, somebody. Venus, this is Mr. Thespis of Thessalian Theatres. Mr. Thespis, this is Venus. Not the Venus. Why, you're not a bit like your statue.
It was taken from the life, I'll have you know. I appeared in a vision to Mr. Milo every day for a month, and twice on Saturdays.
You should have been more careful. These magic lantern effects are all very well, but they are liable to go out of focus. Take advice from an old pro. Use a gauze next time.
Oh dear, I was afraid you'd say that.
Why don't you all go down to earth, incognito, mingle with the world, hear and see what people think of you, and judge for yourselves as to the best means to restore your influence? Ah, but what's to become of Olympus in the meantime? Oh, bless you, don't distress yourself about that. I've a very good company. Used to take long parts on the shortest notice. Invest us with your powers, and we will fill your places till you return. I will be Jupiter, my leading juvenile shall be Apollo, my leading lady Venus, my first low comedian Bacchus. The offer's tempting, but suppose you fail.
Fail?
Oh, we never fail in our profession. We've nothing but great successes. Very well. If you succeed, you may return to Earth with such gifts as only the gods can bestow upon you. But if you fail, you will be constituted father of the drama and held accountable for everything that every author may write in ages to come. I say, it's a bit much when you think of some of the things they put on in London these days. Well then, never let it be said that I refused to assist a brother manager in distress. Then it's a bargain. It's a bargain. And that you may not be entirely without assistance, we will leave you Mercury, and whenever you find yourself in a difficulty, you can consult him. So that's arranged. You take my place, my boy, while we make trial of a new existence. At length I shall be able to enjoy the pleasures I have envied from a distance.
Compelled upon Olympus here to stop, while other gods go down to play the hero. Don't be surprised if on this mountain top you find your Mercury is down at 0.
To Earth away to join in mortal acts, and gather fresh material to write on. Investigate more closely several facts that I for centuries have thrown some light on. I, as the modest moon with crescent bow, have always shown a light to nightly scandal. I must say I should like to go below and find out if the game is worth the candle.
Here come your people.
People better now. While mighty Jove goes down below with all the other deities, I fill his place and wear his clo, the very part for me it is. To Mother Earth to make a track, they all are spurred and booted to, and you will fill, till they come back, the parts you best are suited to.
Here's a pretty tale of future idiots and goddesses. Mortals are about to forsake the gods and goddesses. Now set the world in order, we will work in unity. Jupiter's perplexity is Thespis' opportunity.
Thebes am I, with golden ray, the god of day, the god of day. When shadowy night has held her sway, I make the goddess fly. 'Tis mine the task to wake the world, in slumber curled, in slumber curled. By me her charms are all unfurled, the god of day am I.
The god of day, the god of day, that part shall our sparkling play. Ha 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 ha! The rarest fun and rarest air that ever fell to mortal share. Ha 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 ha!
I am the moon, the lamp of night. I show a light, I show a light. With radiant sheen I put to flight the shadows of the sky. By my fair rays, as you're aware, gay lovers swear, while greybeards sleep away their care. The lamp of night am I.
The lamp of night, the lamp of night, nice in its place to her delight. Ha 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 ha! The rarest fun and rarest fare that ever fell to mortal share. Ha 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 ha!
Mighty old Mars, the god of war, I'm destined for a terribly famous conqueror, with sword upon his thigh. When armies meet with eager shout, and warlike rout, you'll find me there without a doubt. The god of war am I.
The god of war, the god of war, great Tigon is destined for. Ha 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 ha! The rarest fun and rarest air that ever fell to mortal share. Ha 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 ha!
When as the fruit of warlike deeds The soldier bleeds, the soldier bleeds. Calliope crowns heroic deeds with immortality. From mere oblivion I reclaim the soldier's name, and write it on the roll of fame. The muse of fame am I.
The muse of fame, the muse of fame, Calliope is Daphne's name. Ha 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 ha! The rarest fun, the rarest fare, and never felt a mortal share. Ha 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 ha! Here's a pretty tale for future Iliads and Odysseys. Mortals are about to personate the gods and goddesses. Now to set the world in order, we will work in unity. Jupiter's perplexity is Thespis' opportunity. We will go down below, revels rare, we will share. Ha ha ha! With a gay holiday, all unknown and alone. Ha ha ha! Here's a pretty tale for future Iliads and Odysseys. Mortals are about to personate the gods and goddesses. Now to set the world in order, we will work in unity. Jupiter's perplexity is Thespis' opportunity.